everyone, and welcome back to another deck flip through here at the Veiled Cottage Witch. I'm Joey, the Veiled Cottage Witch, and today we're going to look at the Classic Horror Oracle by Ricardo Diseño. Now, if you don't know me, I am a huge horror fan and have been since I was 10 years old. I'm obsessed with it, and I think it's a nice way for me to channel certain traumas from childhood because it's always been a touchstone for me. It's almost like therapy. So I found this deck. There was only one in the Castro district in San Francisco when we went to celebrate our anniversary, me and my wife. And I had to, how could I not? I had to get it. So let's take a look. I apologize for the glare. Really not sure how to prevent that. I'll just keep kind of moving around. All right. So this deck comes with a full, look at that. I mean, what a great cheat sheet and what a great way to learn the Oracle by having the full color description here. Love that. I think that there are some spreads. Yes, there's some spreads. This one's the Harvest Man. So cute. The pentagram. I haven't done this one. I'm going to have to do maybe I'll do a video where I do these. It depends on who else loves horror. I love it. So this one is Past, Present, Future, or Curse Manifestation Spellbreaker. This is so up my alley. I can't wait to show you guys these cards. So, first of all, I freaking love the goats. I'm a Capricorn. I love the goats and the skulls and the frame. It's very, very gothic. Love that. So let's take a look. We have twins. And I played a game when I first opened this that I could guess every single horror movie, and I challenge others to do this as well because I'm just obsessed with horror. Twins is The Shining. The carpet kind of gives it away for me. Love that. And, you know, I've only done one professional reading with this deck, but I can see that the symbolism is very much unity, togetherness, things that are kind of stuck together and can't be separated. I don't know. I'm just guessing. And usually at the moment, I know what this means to that reading, but just for a cold reading, this deck is not really great for. So that's something you should know. Earth, Nosferatu, love that. I've never actually seen Nosferatu, but you can't hardly go without recognizing that dude. It's the pointy ears that give it away. This is on my list of classic horror to watch. I just have not. It's hard to find. Genius Reanimator. Again, not one I've seen. It's on my list, but that's what's so inspiring about this deck. I'm like, oh, there's a horror movie I haven't seen. What? I can't let that stand. So, the cat sold me, so I'm ready to watch this. The Severed Head. Excellent. So genius could be like using your rational mind, your scientific mind. Children of the Night. I believe this is, I don't know. This is Dracula. Oh, of course. It's Dracula. I wish they showed his medallion and suit. That would have definitely given away, but love the castle and everything. So, yeah, like I said, it's hard to interpret these cold, but Neighbors, Rosemary's Baby, love that. Can't be more perfect. Neighbors. So, such a good movie. You know, what have you done to his eyes? I love it. Bride of Frankenstein, love. Frickin' Gremlins for midnight, I love that. Oh, this glare. There we go. There we go. I'll just move over. Love that. Phoebe Cates over here, and then the 3D glasses, and love it. Love it. So maybe like wisdom you're not using or not playing by the rules would be something I would divine from that, maybe. Nature, the birds. We are not in charge. We are not in charge. Hunger, Night of the Living Dead. That makes so much sense in George A. Romero's Dead genre series. Zombies ate brains, so that makes sense. Water, Creature of the Black Lagoon. Again, such an older movie. I have not seen it, but definitely on my list. Wonder of the World, King Kong. I've seen, I think my favorite one is the Jessica Lange, 1979, I believe, version of King Kong. I think that's my best. I'm just a huge fan of Jessica Lange. Love her and everything. The Deep, Jaws. You hear I hear the piano. I love it. Love it. Fertility, The Wicker Man. Think what you're doing. Think. I love this. No offense to the newer version, but the 1974 version of this is just perfect. Chef's kiss. Mwah. Fate, It Follows. Man, I did not get this horror movie when I first saw it, but by the time I watched it the second time, I was like, oh, we don't know where danger or evil is coming from in this movie. And so like Fate, we don't know what happens. We are, in the hands of fate, so they say. Ice, The Thing. This guy creeped me out. I only just now recently saw this version, and thanks to my son Chandler, and I loved it. It was like super gory and lots of body horror, but I freaking loved it. And for me, ice would be, maybe something you need to freeze out or something to put on ice, maybe. Trickster, It. Oh man, what a perfect trickster. You never know what form the It is taking. Love that. Little Georgie with his boat and the balloons. As far as like divining with this card, I'd say watch your back, because things maybe not as they seem, Trap, Get Out. I think that's perfect. I love this movie. I've seen it so many times, and I notice something different every time, and that is a good horror movie to me. It just never gets old. The effects of everything in the movie. I just love it. Grief, Pet Cemetery, freaking perfect. Love it. Suspicion. Yes! Invasion of the Body Snatchers is probably one of the first horror movies I've ever saw, and what haunted me is this face of Donald Sutherland and that noise he makes at the end. Very, very much Suspicion. Illness, Cujo. Man, I think this movie made me so afraid of dogs. Like, still, I'm like, you never know, they could have rabies and they could come and kill you. Until I get to know the dog, and then they were friends. So, Shock, Psycho, that's perfect. Like, take some time for this to sink in, I love all the symbols in here, the house in the background. This deck is just really, really fun, you guys. Flight, the Witch, Black Phillip. Love it. Wouldst thou like to live deliciously? Oh my gosh, yes! All right. The Call, Scream. I feel like this is like hilarious to me that The Call is Scream, knowing, Drew Barrymore. The beginning scene is a phone call, and I love it. All the guys in the back. Poor Sydney. The Other Side, Poltergeist. Perfect for The Other Side. I could not go to sleep forever after watching this movie, and I couldn't have the TV on to fall asleep. No way, because I knew at a certain time that snow would come up, and that's when creatures from the dead can come get you. That's what I learned. But yeah, The Other Side, you just never know. Lies, They Live. Such an underrated sci-fi horror movie. I loved They Live. So many good one-liners, and there's a fight scene that is for 10 minutes. So good. And the actors, it's a Rowdy Piper, and one of the Alley's, Kirstie Alley's sister, I think, is in this one. This is just a wonderful movie for anyone who wants to buck the system. This is for you. As far as the card divination goes, lies, deception, could be betrayal. Mask, Friday the 13th, of course. This may need, to take off the mask or to keep the mask on to protect your identity. Who knows, but I like that. I love these cards. These are so nostalgic for me. Had to share. Dance, Suspiria. I feel like I started watching the remake, and I didn't like the jump from English to German language in it. So I think I need to go back to watch the 70s version of this, which is what this is depicted. But dance, be free to express yourself, mind, body, soul. Curse, the Ring or Ringu, whichever one you prefer. This scene of her crawling out of the TV still freaks my shit every time. But curse. So this could be, negative attachments, negative addictions, just negative energy in general, all combined. Family, Hereditary. If you guys get me started on this movie, I will not stop talking. How the actress Toni Collette did not get an Oscar for this movie, I will never know. She was amazing. If you like horror movies with tremendous acting, watch this. And anyway, family, togetherness, but also, don't trust people just because they're family. Doesn't mean you can trust who they are. I mean, they had in the movie, I don't want to spoil the movie if you want to watch it, but there's definitely some culty aspects of that, to say the least. Warrior, yes, Evil Dead. This movie made me afraid of the woods. I swear to God. But warrior strength in Ash. What did he do when his hand had to cut his hand off because it was possessed? He put his chainsaw on his hand, on his arm, and became a warrior. So, love it. That's so great. The Book of the Dead. Love it. The Woods, Blair Witch Project. Perfect. You never know what's out there, y'all. Obsession. I think this is Phantom of the Opera. When love turns a little bit more addictive, it's obsession. Just saying. Fire. I love it. Frankenstein. I love the lightning. It's alive. Oh, yes, love it. Cat people. I have not seen Cat People, but I'm thinking I could divine this as, don't just trust a person by their face, by, looks can be deceiving kind of thing. Celebration, Carrie. Love it. That's perfect. I don't know how I would divine this, but it's a beautiful and graphic card. Friendship, an American Werewolf in London. I just remember the transmorphing, of him into the werewolf was just so cool. Friendship, trust, leaning on another, and so on. I don't want this video to take forever. Pan's Labyrinth. This guy, the pale man, he scared the crap out of me for so long. But I love this movie. I think it's one of the most beautiful horror movies ever. If you like, mythical creatures and, stuff like that, I highly recommend it. But Escape, being in a situation where you feel trapped, that's probably how I would divine that. Experience, Hellraiser. Don't mess with things. Don't mess with things, until you know what you're messing with. And I think that's beautiful interpretation of that. Animal. This is, I forgot. I think it's the Wolfman. No, I think it's something. Island of Lost Souls. Island of Lost Souls. Animal. We're all animals, aren't we? Enough said. Forbidden. Candyman. You can't say his name in the mirror 5 times, y'all. It's forbidden. But, I like this as a card of kind of reap what you sow kind of thing. You get what you pay for in dealings and promises, for sure. Boogeyman, Halloween. There's something lurking probably in the shadows or behind the bush, ready to snap you. So don't get too comfortable. It is Halloween after all. Veil is thin. Book, The Babadook. Dook. I love this movie. It's so dark. It's so twisted. It's so sad. But be careful of your information. I think I would take this. Be careful what you're reading and what inside, what knowledge you unlock. Because, it might hurt you in the end. So I think that goes with the experience card. Don't sign up for something that you don't know what you're signing up for. Face, Eyes Without a Face. I've heard a lot about this, but I have not seen it. But I've seen a couple videos about it, and from what I hear, it's pretty creepy. So I would just say, don't take things on face value, maybe. Egg, Alien, love that. I don't hate me in the comments, but this October was the first time I ever watched Alien, because I am not, I'll be honest with you, I am not a sci-fi person. I'm very picky about my sci-fi, we'll say that. But this was very creepy. This movie was very, it had the intensity that built up. And I think that mirrors the name of the egg, cracking something open, going to investigate something might not turn out to be the most best thing for you. But I really enjoyed Alien and Aliens. I don't know if I'll continue, but I love the image of the egg being for Alien. Help Me, The Exorcist, of course. This is such an iconic shot right here. Love that. Help me. Don't be afraid to ask for help. You might need it in a big way. Devil Hoxton. This is like a silent movie, and I have not watched it all the way. I think I fell asleep watching it. I just need to go back during the waking hours and watch it. But this is pretty legendary, and I believe that this is one of the first films that witchcraft was shown in any movie. So I really think I love that. So I would just interpret this like as the tarot's devil, maybe attaching to something that doesn't serve you, what's not. Harvest, children of the corn. What you plant and tend to will grow, so be ready for it, right? Isaac is so creepy. Yeah, I remember watching this movie a long time ago, and I didn't step into a cornfield for such a long time, probably till I was an adult. Dreams, Nightmare on Elm Street. Man, pay attention. You can see her like, don't fall asleep. The creepy arms just freaked me out. This is such a good card. I would say in a divination level, dreams, be maybe some protection for at night, for your dreams, or something to remember your dreams, or maybe a message that is coming through and that you need to pay attention to. Dinner, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. What a perfect name for this. These crazy people in this movie, and the way they filmed it is just so nuts. It was almost like a snuff film. But I would say be careful who you invite to dinner, who you break bread with. And then the last card combination, the Fly. I love that, because he is a human combined with a fly. Love that. And maybe you need to put two things together and see what that makes. I'm not sure, but this was the deck review for the classic Horror Oracle. I hope you enjoyed this video, and let me know in the comments if you'd like to see certain topics be just explained or explored, or if you think I can't stand these, don't do anymore, please let me know in the comments. And go ahead and like, share, and subscribe if you want. No pressure there, but I hope you enjoyed this flip through. This is Joey. Love you guys, and have a blessed day, and blessed be.